I don't suppose you have left any bacon or eggs, Erlen, have you?
There's a couple of crap ones.
Oh.
And there's a new packet of bacon in the fridge.
Don't bother for me, Jim. When did I ever eat a cooked breakfast? Morning, boys.
Where did you come from?
Where do you think?
Have you been here all night?
Yeah.
It's no big deal.
Well, we didn't know that things had...
Nothing's changed, Andrew.
No, it was just too late to go home.
Right. Well, I'll make some coffee. There's some toast there.
It's burned.
Just the way I like it. There's some marmalade there.
No, thanks, coffee will be fine. I'll have some cereal at home.
Well, you're more than welcome to everything we've got in the house, you know that.
No, I've not really got time.
Well, I'll run you to work then.
Well, I've got to go home first and get changed out of these clothes.
All right, well, I'll run you to the flat then. I'm sure you don't mind starting work late, do you, eh?
No, it won't break my heart.
No.
Right, well, here are they, Mum. You sit here.
Oh, thank you very much. Always the gentleman.
Well, I take after me dad.
You could do worse.
You were wise to keep out of the way last night.
I'm not soft. I need doing that.
I don't expect to like every girl you go out with.
Look, I'm in a hurry.
But I do expect you to tell me the truth.
I have told you the truth.
You told me you'd stop seeing her. The next minute you're in bed with her.
We weren't in bed.
Oh, so Toya was hallucinating.
She wasn't there. God, we only went upstairs some peace and quiet.
It wasn't peace and quiet you were after.
Look, what do you want me to do? Bring Leanne here and play with our David?
I want you to stop seeing her. If she gets pregnant...
I've told you, nothing happens.
Oh, not this time, maybe. What about all the others?
There weren't any.
She is out for all she can get.
She is not.
No, well, you are.
You're just embarrassed because of Ken Barlow. That's what your problem is.
I'm not embarrassed. I'm worried sick you're going to get her pregnant, Nick. Because if you do, you'll never hear the end of it.
I won't get her pregnant.
If that family get their claws into you, they'll take you for every penny you've got.
Yeah, well, I'll have a job because I'm only a student.
If she has a baby, you're responsible for the next 18 years, student or not. The Battersbys know their rights.
Change your mind?
Not likely.
Well, I've been having second thoughts.
About the house, why?
I'm not prepared to go through with it, Deirdre. It's not fair.
What isn't?
I can't expect you to pay half the mortgage each month.
Well, I'm not sure if I could pay half. I earn far less than you do.
Well, that's what I mean. I'd be putting a burden on you. In no time at all, it'd be a yoke around your neck.
Well, maybe we should look for something cheaper. A semi or one of them big Victorian terraces.
No, I want you to have a detached house in a good area.
Oh, so do I. I've wanted it all my life. But I can be happy with less.
Well, I can't. Not where you're concerned.
Look, I don't want us to fall out over it.
Well, there's no chance of that as long as you're sensible.
What do you mean?
I know you're an independent woman. If you weren't, I wouldn't have looked twice at you. But I see myself as the provider. I earn the larger amount. I should pay the bills. I should pay the mortgage.
And what would I do?
Well, there's the food, household items, day-to-day stuff.
Sliced bread and scouring powder?
Yes.
That's all I'd be responsible for. I couldn't let you do that, John.
Well, why not? The financial commitments can trap people. That's not going to happen to us.
I thought we'd be partners.
Yeah, we will be. But this way we won't have to worry about who pays what. I mean, do you want to haggle over pounds, shillings and pence every month?
No, I don't.
Well then.
Oh, John, he's so generous.
It is not generous in the least. It's right and it's sensible.
You are a marvellous man. I'm so lucky.
It will mean putting things on hold for a while, so don't set your heart on that particular house.
Why not?
My money's in local authority bonds. It was one way of keeping Linda's hands off it.
So you can't afford to pay the deposit?
No, not yet. The bonds mature in 6 months.
Oh, well, that's no problem. We'll use Samir's money.
Samir's money?
Yeah, the insurance company paid out when he died.
Well, how much is it?
About 5,000 plus interest. That should be enough, shouldn't it?
Yes, but...
No buts. You can reimburse me when yours comes through.
No, I don't know.
Oh, come on, John. All I'm offering you is a loan. You're not too macho to accept that, are you?
Well, it's not a question of being macho. Well, that's money Samir provided. I can't accept it.
No, he took out that policy for my security so that I'd have something to start again with if anything happened.
Exactly. It's to be used for your benefit.
Yeah, well, what could be more to my benefit than moving in with you?
But...
It's only a loan, John.
I know.
And I'll get it back. Oh, you've been so kind. It's the least I can do.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Well, if he doesn't hurry up, it's not even going to be worth turning up at this job, is it?
Towards the end of it, anyway.
Anything else lined up?
No, I think he has.
What, with my mother?
Well, she's the one he fancies.
Look, Steve, I know he's not brought a new woman home, but it doesn't mean to say he's not had his moments, does it?
Look, you know she's the one he wants. He's been saving himself, hasn't he?
Has he? Well, I hadn't noticed.
Well, he hasn't even looked at another woman.
Well, what about that time he stayed out all night? I mean, he came home with the milk.
Well, he'd been boozing.
Says you.
I just didn't think that my mum would be spending another night in this house again.
Well, it might have been, you know, as she said, convenient, given the lateness of the hour.
What was that she said?
Well, it was something similar like that, wasn't it?
Well, it sounded more to me like I'm beginning to see your father in a new light.
Oh, hello, the Wanderer returns.
Listen, don't use two be getting any funny ideas, all right?
Well, I haven't had an idea since I walked into Strangeways.
Yeah, and you keep it that way.
Come on, Dad, what's happening?
Nothing's happening.
Is she coming again tonight?
Well, it doesn't make any odds to you if she does.
Well, yeah. That's what all children of a divorced couple want, for the parents to reconcile.
Oh, behave. Look, we were together whenever you needed us. Just be grateful for that, all right?
Oh, well, I am. Very.
Look, leave it, Steve, eh?
I'd just like to keep the dream alive.
Yeah, well, even if she did come back, it might cause a few more problems.
Might solve one or two as well. Anyway, you coming? Don't forget the tools.
See you later.
Hey, your Natalie was looking for you. Did she find you?
Yeah.
She said the garage was shut.
Yeah, well, only for 5 minutes. We had to go and pick something up.
You don't have to tell him our business. He's always got something to say, haven't you?
Look, it's what's called polite conversation, designed to make my customers feel at home.
Yeah, well, just pull the pints and take the money. Sure, shall.
So weird.
He's my boss. There's nothing wrong with him.
If only my staff were as loyal.
So what was she on about then?
Well, this party with the posh pals.
What about it?
It's all going to be fancy food and wine, innit? Not a single beer in sight.
You mean you'd rather be here?
Yeah, I would. I have nothing in common with them. Are you doing anything?
Nah. I might end up here, but I definitely fancy something more exotic.
Well, there you go. You can go instead of me. There's only Natalie here now. I've never met her mates.
Ah, they'll be fascinated to meet you, mate.
Yeah, as fascinated as I am to meet them.
Well, it sounds like a great night.
Yeah, a real night to remember.
I thought you might be nipping over. You better come in.
Thank you.
It's Nick's mother, Les.
So I see.
It's Nick I've come about.
Look, I know how it must have looked, but, well, there's no harm been done. And they're only kids.
Exactly.
We like him. He's a nice lad. Good looking. I could fancy him myself.
You mean you approve?
Well, live and let live. That's what I say.
Well, I don't approve.
Don't you? Are you religious?
Not so you'd notice. Are you?
What?
Well, it's obvious neither of us can understand what the other one's talking about.
Well, not right, Shuey. You've lost me.
I don't want my son knocking around with your daughter.
You what? Have you heard this, Les?
Yeah, I have.
Good. Because the plainer I can make it, the better.
Just what's wrong with you, Leanne?
If I had time, I'd write you a list.
Are you setting your Nick up to be some kind of prince or something?
No, I'm not. I just hoped he had more coming his way in life than your Leanne.
You've got a nerve.
If you weren't a woman, I'd lay you out.
Don't let that stop you.
You're asking for it, you.
No, I'm not. I came here to talk. You're the one with clenched fists.
Let her have her say.
Thank you.
Then I'll smash her face in.
I've never thought I was very clever. But I do know what happens when a young girl and a young boy get in bed together. They think they know it all. They think they have all the answers. And then 9 months down the line, she's screaming her head off in some maternity ward and he's ducking for cover.
Well, you've got a mucky mind, haven't you?
Where did you get your kids? Did they drop from heaven?
You needn't worry about your son getting our Leanne up the duff. He hasn't got it in him.
Well, whatever he's got, he's keeping to himself.
No more second thoughts?
Nope.
Good, because I took an hour off work today and I went to the Building Society.
And what did they say?
Not very much. They gave me a form, I filled it in, I signed it, and I can pick up the money next week.
In used fivers?
In 50p pieces if you want.
If you want. It all depends on what you want.
What I want is to live with you in that great big house, happily ever after.
Well, just as long as you're sure. And remember, this is a loan. You'll get every penny back.
I know I will. Oh, I've been planning colour schemes all day.
Oh, is that all? I've done far better.
What?
I put in a firm offer. I rang the estate agents. They're getting in touch with the vendors. As soon as they hear, they'll ring me back.
Oh, John!
Now, it's not quite as much as the vendor wants, so he may turn the offer down.
Oh, don't say that.
Now, if he does, then I'll just up it another 1,000. So far and no further.
You drive a hard bargain.
Well, it's only worth what we're prepared to pay. It's not the only house in the world.
So when did they say they'd ring?
As soon as they can. But he doesn't get back home from work till 6.
Oh, that's only half an hour away. I can't wait.
You just have to.
Should have left when you did. I'm absolutely shattered.
Well, I told you to. A cup of girls' coffee at the end of the day gets you back on your feet in no time.
Yeah, well, not the end of the day, is it? Well, not for you, anyway.
How do you mean?
Joe Clayton's just phoned. He broke down on the side of boat and he wants a tow.
Got nothing to do with me.
Well, I can't do it, can I?
Get somebody else.
Look, he's a good customer. I don't want to let him down.
Kev, I finished work half an hour ago.
Look, if I go, I'll be late.
Off for Natalie's boring friends. I should be worried.
Look, she'll do a nut.
I'm spoken for.
You're going in the Rovers.
Am I? That's what I told you.
All right, so what are you doing instead, then?
It's none of your business.
Oh, come on, Chris, do us a favour. It'll only take a couple of hours.
It's Friday, you're my boss till 6 o'clock, and I work 15 minutes over tonight. Get some other mug to do it, mate. See ya. See ya.
Yeah, see ya.
Put your back into it.
I'm doing my best.
No point taking it out on her.
She's enjoying every minute.
Don't think you should have gone round there.
It's all right till I set foot in the place. But a dip! I don't know how they managed to live there.
Yeah, well, things could have got nasty.
Yeah, they very nearly did.
What?
Nothing.
You didn't say anything out of turn, I
Nothing
hope.
I regret. I don't want Nick setting foot in that place again.
So what are you going to do? You're going to ship him back to Canada?
Yeah.
You serious?
Yes.
Well, I'm not.
Well, at least to be out of harm's way.
Gail, he'll be out of sight, yeah, but you don't know what he'll be up to. Tell you, they've got Battersby's over there as well, you know.
There's no talking to them, Martin. Anything goes as far as they're concerned.
Yeah, and Nicky's not at an age to listen to advice.
Well, somebody's got to say something.
Well, I'm not saying anything. I'm the last
Martin,
person.
talk to him, please. He takes no notice of me.
Right, finished. Try.
Put the bucket away.
Oh, is that right till tomorrow?
Look, I don't care whether you work here or not. But if you want the job, you do as you're told.
All right.
So what am I supposed to say?
Anything. The first thing that comes into your head. Anything that stops him walking through that door one day with a baby in his arms.
I'll be as quick as I can.
Well, I'm nearly ready.
Well, there's nothing I can do, is there?
How long are you going to be?
I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours.
I'm not waiting for you. I'll meet you there. Do you know where it is?
Yeah, of course I know where it is. I'm not stupid.
Well, you must be stupid, Kevin. Nobody else would work on a Friday.
I'll see you there, OK?
Yeah, well, make sure you call a cab. Don't arrive in your pickup.
Oh, it's too late. He's not going to ring now.
Oh! Hello. Yes, speaking. Yes, well, you have. What was his answer? Right. Yes! Sorry. Yeah, no, that's fine. I am delighted. Right, yes, well, I'll get it in writing to you and I'll drop it off tomorrow. OK, thank you very much. I hope you make a better job of the front door.
Oh, I will, you bet.
Whoa! Here. To our first home together.
Our first home.
Thank you.
Thank you. I can't remember the last time I did this.
I had a good meal in a decent restaurant.
I think Kevin and I lost the habit of it. Lost the habit of adult conversation as well.
Well, you haven't mentioned Postman Pat once.
I really enjoyed myself. You're good company.
Oh, well, don't tell me you're fascinated by tales of obscure corners of Africa.
Oh, I'm much more fascinated than you are about obscure corners of underworld.
I can see them any time.
Yeah, you could see other girls any day too.
I could do. But I don't.
Why not?
Well, I'd have to negotiate a pay rise with Kevin first.
There must be younger women you fancy. Younger than me.
The likes of Fiona and Maxine, you mean?
Yeah. Girls who haven't spent their 20s chained to high chairs and baby buggies.
All Fiona's done up till now is cut hair. And I can't see Maxine making any headlines, can you?
No. They're your age, though.
Maybe. But they won't be as attractive as you are in 10 years' time.
That's what worries me. What's going to happen in the next 10 years?
Anything you want. You'll be your own boss. And the girls will be needing you less and less as time goes on. And there won't be anyone keeping you on the sidelines anymore.
No. There won't.
Just wait. People sort of standing up.
You watching this?
Not bothered. I might be onto something here.
Good, because I want a word. I couldn't before while the other two were still up.
It's the birds and the bees, Martin, I already know.
Well, it's not. Anyway, David knows more about that than I do. Seems to know more than your average midwife.
What time will Mum be back?
I don't know, depends when Sally gets home.
Has she been interrogated about who she goes out with?
Look, Nick, your mother still thinks you're a little boy who needs protecting, whereas I don't. I see a lad who's had a taste of a different way of life.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. Only trouble is, the minute you get back, you'll land yourself with the local no-hopers. Now, I just don't see the sense in that.
Leanne doesn't care what you're like. Why should I bother about her family?
Yeah, but Leanne won't care. It's the way she's been brought up. It's the only way she knows.
You're not exactly landed gentry, Martin.
No, but I earn an honest living. So does your mother.
And I'm supposed to follow in your footsteps, am I?
No, not at all. Look, your mother and I hope you're going to do far better than us. I mean, we didn't go to college. We never got your chances.
I only want to study sport. I'm not exactly the brains of Britain.
But you never know what you're going to be until you try. I didn't know I was going to be a nurse.
I don't see how a quick snog with Leanne is going to ruin my brilliant career.
Well, it might.
How?
We're not going to give enough time to your books for a start.
I'm aiming to play football, not sit in a library all day.
Oh, don't act soft, Nick. You're going for an academic qualification. You don't get exam certificates for knocking off the local...
Local what?
Girls.
So I'm not to go out with anyone till after my A-levels?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying don't get serious.
I'm not serious about Leanne. I just like her.
You were in bed with her.
We weren't alone. God, we'll have to plan it better next time and get the whole street along.
No, you won't. Because whatever your plans are, there won't be a next time. All right? Liz?
Hi. You didn't tell me not to come back.
The boys are still out, so they're...
Yeah, well, I'll see them in the morning.
It was a lovely evening, Chris, thank you.
You afraid someone might hear you?
Yeah. I don't know why. It's nobody else's business.
Well, it's not midnight yet. Gail won't be expecting you.
Well, I didn't tell Gail what time I'd be back.
Well, I don't want to be dropping you off at your door then, do I?
Well, she won't want to wait too long.
Time for a coffee.
Chris, we just had coffee.
You trying to put me off?
No, not at all.
Then what?
Just such a long time since I've done this kind of thing.
Come on.
What happened?
I'm tired.
Too tired to watch that?
I've been asleep.
You didn't come, Kevin. I was sat there all night on my own.
You was with your friends.
You were never gonna come, were you? You'd made up your mind.
No, I was gonna come. But look, it wasn't my fault. Chris had made arrangements.
So had you.
Look, I couldn't force him to go.
You didn't even try to.
I'm the boss. At the end of the day, it's down to me.
Oh, so I don't count then, do I?
Look, you was with all your friends. You didn't need me there.
You didn't even have the guts to tell me.
I was gonna come, but the job just went on a bit long. We got delayed. By the time I got back, I was shattered.
Only because you wanted to be.
And what have you done all day? Sat on your backside? Washed your hair? Painted your nails? I've been taking engines apart.
Oh, right little working class hero, aren't you?
It was a night out.
Yes, and when was the last time we had one?
Don't go on about it, eh?
Oh, I will. You can go on about your precious call-out. I can go on about how I was made to look a fool in front of me friends.
You wasn't made to look a fool.
How do you know? You weren't even there.
Natalie, just
Oh,
leave
shut it, will you, Kevin? I can't be bothered.
Can I get you something else?
No, thanks. Hey, do you remember when we were first married? I always used to drink lemonade before I went to bed.
Yes, I do, yeah. I preferred something stronger.
Do you think we've changed much?
To tell you the truth, I don't know what to think anymore. I find myself hurtling from one thought to the next.
Are we daft for doing this?
You're only staying the night.
Like a lodger. But I might not be that easy to get rid of.
All we're doing is spend some time in each other's company. There's nothing wrong with that. Years ago, we wouldn't have thought twice about it.
More recently than that.
Mm. You're the only one who meant anything to me, Liz.
I did get on your nerves at times.
Well, you probably had to put up with too much for too long.
It's funny, you know. I do always feel at home here.
Well, it's your place just as much as mine. I didn't put it together all on my own, you know.
It's good to be back. You feel the same, don't you?
But Liz...
I know. It's what you want.
Yeah, maybe it is.
Don't stay down here too long.